I want to understand a statement that you made while you were on tour. I think this was when you went to the Ashanti region.
Yeah.
And you talked about the fact that you want to bring the sea or dredge the sea into Kumasi so that you can open up a port there to make it easier for the containers to reach there. I'm sure you've seen the reactions to that statement.
Yeah.
Are you surprised that people are
interesting.
reacting this way?
I'm not surprised. I'm actually happy because, you know, I was looking at, like, you know, the national games to be a big thing, and then to have one statement made and it's kind of competing with the whole national games, you know, it's a great trend, you know, but I have to be able to explain myself to people to understand.
Okay.
My vision is not to come and sort of push or encourage people who are traveling out of this country to go and buy things and bring it back to sell. You know, my vision is to bring industrialization into this country, and then after, let it become a template that African countries can also replicate, just to stabilize our economy. Now, if you're talking about industrialization, you're going to see that one of the main things that is needed is logistics. And logistically, our country has only roads to deal with.
Yeah.
When you go to anywhere in the world, Asia, Europe, everywhere, they have railways and they have the water bodies.
Yeah.
It's called water transportation. You know, you have the ferries, you have the canals, and then besides the canals and the ferries are new cities that are coming up in areas where people are living. So for me, I looked at Ashanti region when I was there, since I do my research in almost every region. And I realized that, you know, maybe 30% of the furnitures in this world has probably come from Ashanti timber.
Yeah.
You know, how did they even get it out of that place? They must have been driving a lot of timber logs, tracks, and going up and down. And then you're talking of gold. We were at some point the second biggest gold producers, and I think the most gold comes from that sector. You're talking of farming. There's so much, and I like reading maps. So, you know, I've been doing it since I was a kid. Since I was 16, I found out that the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean has surrounded Africa. So it makes it like an island as a continent, where I realized that people only cross the water to come to Africa to search for treasures, you know, opportunities. So when I was looking at the map, when I was in Techiman, I discovered that they had river tunnel there. And the river tunnel goes all the way to the border.
Okay, that's the map on the screen.
Yeah, so you see it. Tunnel is somewhere there, and it goes to the end. You see Second D is there. And then when you come to this end here, you see that's tunnel there.
Yeah.
And tunnel comes all the way to the sea.
Okay.
So you just open it and it's connected. You just dredge it and it's connected. It becomes a pathway. It's been sitting there for hundreds of years. No one has connected it. Okay, but tunnel leads you to Techiman. Techiman is the biggest cocoa producer in the country. Where are their cocoa going? And if we're distributing it amongst 10 regions or even within the West African countries, you still need to connect it there. Okay. Now, on the way from Kumasi to Takrady, you will see River Pra and Oti. And you see these two rivers are very close and they connect. There's the Ankroba River, you see?
Yeah.
So they are all there, but we just haven't dredged to connect them. So when you look at Second D or Cape Coast, look at the Pra. It's connecting to Cape Coast. All that edge that you're seeing there, that black edge, is the sea.
So that's what you meant by saying that you were going to bring the sea to Kumasi.
Of course.
But it was going to go through where? Techiman or where exactly?
It would take the river bodies. It would take the water bodies. That's what dredging is about. The dredging has to meet another water. You know, it's like you are taking debris and you're opening the space so the water can flow. And you might cut through a path to extend it. So some of it might have a little breakages, like you see where Pra is.
Yes.
Pra is coming all the way to Second D. And you see, if you see Pra, you see that it's crossing through Kumasi.